Have you ever walked into a room and felt invisible? Like no one notices you, no one listens when you speak. You crack a joke? Silence. You give an idea? Ignored. Then someone else says the exact same thing, and suddenly it's brilliant. Yeah, that sting, we've all felt it. But what if I told you there's a way to flip that switch instantly? What if there were cold, calculated psychological tricks backed by human behavior that could make people sit up straighter when you talk, hold eye contact longer, and think to themselves, who is this person? These aren't magic spells or fake confidence hacks. These are subtle psychological cues, some even used by military leaders, CEOs, and even con artists to command instant respect. Let's break down 5 cold psychological tricks that make people respect you instantly.
Trick number 1, the power pause. Let me tell you about a guy named Eric. At work, Eric was a bit of a ghost. People liked him, sure, but when he talked in meetings, people would look at their phones or cut him off. Then one day, he stopped doing something most people never even think about: filling the silence. Instead of jumping in with a or rushing to explain himself, he started pausing. Before he answered a question, pause. Before he made a point, pause. And after, another pause. What happened? People leaned in. They waited. They listened. You see, here's the trick. Most people are terrified of silence. We feel the urge to fill it, to prove we're smart or quick. But someone who's comfortable with silence sends one clear message: I don't need your approval. It's the same reason we respect people who speak slowly and deliberately, like a lawyer dropping a final argument or a detective interrogating a suspect. When you pause, you take control of the pace, and people associate that with power. So, the next time you're about to speak, pause for just 1 or 2 seconds. Let them wait for you. Respect follows those who aren't in a hurry to be heard.
Trick number 2. The head tilt. Sounds weird, right? But this one's sneaky. You know how dogs tilt their heads when they're curious or trying to understand something? Humans do it too. But here's the twist. In the right context, tilting your head ever so slightly when listening to someone shows openness without submission. Let me explain. There's a body language trick used in high-level negotiations. While maintaining eye contact and a relaxed posture, the speaker tilts their head slightly to one side, just a few degrees. That small movement signals, I'm confident enough not to puff my chest, I'm actually listening to you, but don't mistake this for weakness. It's disarming. It calms the other person's ego while silently boosting your own authority. Psychologists say this blend of warmth and control earns massive respect. People don't just hear you, they feel your presence. Try it during your next conversation. Combine the head tilt with calm eye contact and a slight smile. Watch the other person soften and respect grow. Trick number 3. Name the elephant in the room. Here's a true story. A young intern named Maya was presenting in a boardroom full of older, intimidating execs. Halfway through her presentation, she noticed one of her slides was completely wrong. Everyone saw it. You could feel the tension. Now, most people would panic, try to skip it, brush past, pretend it wasn't there. But Maya smiled and said, "Yep, that slide's wrong. I messed up. But here's what it should say." Silence. Then, the room laughed. Someone clapped, and from that moment, they respected her. Why? Because she named the elephant in the room. This trick is psychological gold. When you call out the obvious, a mistake, an awkward moment, a tension point, you disarm people. You prove you're confident enough to face reality, not dance around it. That level of authenticity is so rare, it demands respect. So whether you're giving a speech, joining a group conversation, or apologizing to a friend, if there's an elephant, name it. Own it. It shows you're in control of the situation, even when it's uncomfortable. Trick number 4. The reverse compliment effect. You've probably never heard of this one. Let's say you meet someone powerful, a boss, a mentor, someone people usually try to impress. Most people will say something like, "I've heard so many great things about you," or "You're so inspiring." And that's fine, but it puts you in the inferior position. Now imagine you say this instead. "I've heard you're incredibly sharp and also very tough to impress, so I'm curious to see how this goes." Boom. That's a reverse compliment. You acknowledge their status, but you also frame yourself as someone who isn't desperate for approval. You're not being rude, you're being confident. This technique is used by top negotiators and even FBI agents during interrogations. Why? Because people respect those who respect themselves. It creates a subtle tension. It says, "I see your value, and I believe I'm just as valuable." Try it in job interviews, dates, networking events. Instead of trying to win them over, signal that you expect to be treated as an equal. Respect isn't about flattery, it's about posture. Trick number 5, the emotional mirror. Let's say you walk into a room where everyone's awkward and quiet. What do most people do? They shrink. They match the vibe. But not leaders, not respected people. They lead the emotional tone. Let me tell you about Marcus. At his new job, the office was tense. Everyone was polite, robotic. Meetings felt like funerals. But Marcus didn't match that. He was calm, but warm. He made small jokes, not loud ones, but just enough to loosen the tension. He smiled, asked good questions, nodded slowly when others spoke. Within weeks, the energy changed. People started opening up. Even the coldest managers started copying his style. That's the emotional mirror in action, but flipped. Instead of mirroring other people's low energy or nervousness, you project your own controlled, confident energy, and others start mirroring you. This is the psychology behind charisma. People don't respect those who follow energy, they respect those who set it. So next time you're in a group, ask yourself, am I matching this vibe, or am I shaping it? Choose to lead. Respect follows. None of these tricks require you to shout, brag, or change your personality. They're quiet, calculated, cold, in the best way. Because respect isn't earned by being loud, it's earned by being sure. And the more you internalize these behaviors, the less you'll need to force them. People will just start responding differently to you. Suddenly, your ideas matter. Your presence carries weight. People listen not because you beg for it, but because they can feel something about you is solid. So try one of these today, just one. Don't announce it, don't brag about it, just do it. And watch what happens. If you found these psychological tricks helpful, drop a comment telling us which one hit hardest for you or which one you're going to try first. And hey, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more psychology insights that make you better, sharper, and more respected in everyday life. Because let's be honest, you weren't born to be invisible. See you in the next one.